guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, we've only gone and done it, boys. That was... Okay, let's talk about daily first. I did not race in this daily event for like the final 6 hours. The fact that I got the top 10 still baffles me still, really. But anyway, let's just get this pack up and over with, because this isn't really what we're looking for. I want to make sure I'm actually recording. I want to make sure this is a special moment. So it says it's recording here. The file's up. Okay, sure. Yeah, I just wanted to go check if I was recording. I definitely am, but is this the... Yes, we've only gone and done it, man. This was, this was a top final. Rank 3 in the end, but I think my final tally... I'll put a picture on the screen right here if I still have the images on my phone. I think it was like 150 races to 150... Well, of course the game crashed. No! No! So I was saying, I had 150 wins to 116 losses, something along those numbers. Yeah, the game decided to crash, which means that we don't even have the joy of opening the 2-time CF. Really? Really? Look, I can't even say really Hutch. This isn't, the crashes isn't on the game's end. It isn't on Hutch's end. It's actually like just blue stacks, but hey, at least we get to look at the ceramic pack. Hey, don't worry, because I'm going to Pops' account after this. He also won it, so hopefully his account doesn't crash and we get to see that thing get pulled. But let's see what we get from this ceramic pack, I guess. Of course, a BMW Saloon, Honda Civic Type R, double super rare, and a nice amount of cash. Gold. Yeah, I can't believe that I really actually top 10 a Volkswagen event. I think it was mainly because no one was paying attention to that event at all. But anyway, let's introduce a new car into the garage. Anything new? Oh, we got a new Epic. We did get an Epic from the 2x carbon fiber, which is nice. And that was actually a good pack. We got 2 ultra rares and an Epic from the CF, and then of course we got the legendary. So let's check it out. I want to know what this Epic, I mean, you know, we can have some fun here. What country is it from? It's German. It's probably gonna be fused material, isn't it, boys? It's probably gonna be fused material. It's low ground. It's a roadster. It's a roadster and it's German. What do you Porsche Targa, maybe? Alright, let's check out what we got from that pack. So for the 2 ultra rares, we got ourselves a Maserati Grand Cabrio and an Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce. Cool stuff. Legendary, yes, of course, the 208 WRX. Love to see it. And Epic. Oh, 65. You know what? I needed the fused material because, like I said before, I was abruptly cut. This was my most expensive final ever, bro. I think I spent 30 Epic fuse. Let me just repeat that. 30 Epic fuse. So first of all, I 2-starred this M5. 18 out of 24 upgrades. I put 1 upgrade into this M5. So this is 121. And then with gritted teeth, I 2-starred the 640i. Now, I know that this is a car that I'm never going to use ever again. 4582, there really isn't anything that, I mean, when you think about it, the Ultra Rare Legacy gets 86 handling. This is a car that I will never touch again. Best case scenario is that it goes to Epic and I can get the fuses switched. But yeah, I don't know. That's definitely going to sit there, but it was definitely worth it in the end, so I'm not too mad. But anyway, we still have another prize card to unpack, so let's get to that. All right, round 2. I hope this one doesn't crash. We are on Pops' account. Now, interesting thing, I was 3rd and Pops was 4th. We were in the same bracket, so gang! All right, let's see what we get from this one, though. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. I do want to see a cool car get pulled. What can we get for Pops today? Next car means everything. If it's the Peugeot, oh my god. It's a range. Okay, it's a range, but we do get it. There we go. I do have video footage of the Peugeot 208 flipping over, which is nice. Congratulations, Pops, man. This one goes out to you, my guy. 600 gold and 120 Renault as well. Do we get plus 40? Oh, okay, we do get a ceramic pack, so there is a chance of getting another legendary over here. That being said, not a high chance, but there is a chance. There's always a chance. All right, let's check it out. Uncommon, 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 super rare. Okay, and ooh, it's a charger though. I can't be mad about that. 20k, 90 gold, and of course 80 Renault as well. Is there one? Oh, it's the daily. No, there was no daily. I didn't even join the daily. All right, so cool stuff. What are the offers out right now anyway? There were. Oh, these are the old offers. It's because yeah, those were yesterday's offers. But anyway, let's move on to the next clip. And we are back. Okay, so I gave myself a day to really process everything that happened. That was, if I could sum that weekend, that final, up in, a sentence, that was my most expensive, least expensive final ever. It truly was an absolutely insane final. It's one for the ages. It was one to remember. I don't remember competing this hard in a final since the 4th of July. And if you remember, the prize card for the 4th of July, which came out on the 4th of July, was the HDI FAP. So back to back, we got ourselves really great Peugeot prize cars. And as you can see, it's sitting over here. I think I one started. I'm not sure if I one started in the clip, but here it is, 1.892. I've only had it for a day, and I've already raced it 46 times, which is absolutely insane. So obviously, with every massive prize car win where I put a massive investment, I do want to give a shout out to the hand that I'm using. I love this hand so much, by the way, and I value it so much that, yes, you can see, I have actually printed every car I used and pasted it on my wall. Now, it's very, very budget. I mean, I did use color, and color printing, it's a bit more expensive than just black and white printing, so I did put in the effort to color. But I'm not going to frame it or anything, and I obviously taped it to the wall with masking tape because obviously I'm a tenant in this apartment and I'm not supposed to ruin any of the walls, and I don't want to nail in any nails and cause any holes and make any trouble. So the easiest way is to just put paper and masking tape because it's very easily removed and it won't damage anything, and when my lease ends I won't be charged. It's about being think smart. But anyway, honoring the hand over there, I will always remember that. Every time I walk up to the setup, I will have those. I should honestly do that for the hand that won me the Bugatti Chiron Sport and the 918 and the Demon. Yeah, I still have those cars, man. But anyway, let's go into status now and let's click wish list. No, not wish listed. Let's talk wish listed. Why is something? Okay, wish listed 5. Oh, right, because I have 25 chargers. I was so confused. I was like, I didn't wish list 30 cars because I own 25 chargers. So yeah, let's go to my cars that I have wish listed, and then what we want to do is go into country Germany and the UK, and then what we want to do is go into status and click upgraded. This was the hand that I was using. I know you can't really see it in the back here, but this was the hand that I was using. These guys are absolute channel legends now, seriously, especially the Bentley Continental GT Speed Coupe. This won me the Chiron Sport, if you remember. So the Chiron Sport and the Peugeot 208 WRX. Now, this car was particularly special for me. I mean, winning this prize car was particularly special for me was because there have been a lot of massive prize cars given out in the last couple of months, and I missed out 2 of them, right? I missed out the Volkswagen IDR, and I missed out the Rimac Nevera. So obviously, like, there is a bit of pressure on me, obviously being a YouTuber on, for top drives and covering top drives. I should be really focusing, on some of these big prize cars. So missing out on 2 was a blow. They sting. It's fine though. I've moved on and I'm okay with that. But I just felt like I just needed to win something big again. You know what I mean? To just, keep the consistency. I won the 918, the Bugatti Chiron, the reputation, if you will. But yeah, the Bentley Continental, man, this thing has been through a lot now. 938 races. I've owned it for over 2 years. In the first 1,000 races of this Bentley, because I don't use it too much outside of, events. I don't even use it in clubs that often. It has won me the Bugatti Chiron Sport, and it has won me the Peugeot 208, which is absolutely insane. I also use my X340i, which I maxed out. It is 323. My Bentley Continental is 233, so it was taking a little bit of, it wasn't taking too much of a beating because it actually drew against 323 versions, and it actually beat some 323 versions as well. And then one person in my bracket had a 332. That one, it even drew. No, it didn't. It drew with the 323, but it did lose to the 332 on the dregs. Obviously, I had a 2-star 640i. That's a tough one. We'll talk about that in a bit. 2-star BMW M5. Both of them are the same upgrades, by the way, 369. I always do that. Handling is key. Handling is absolutely everything. So I maxed out the handling and a little bit on the weight. It's the same thing with the 640i. I maxed out the handling and a little bit of the weight. And then for the BMW M5, this one was more of a drag spec one, so I was going to do weight. And if the going really got super tough, because I've already spent 21 epics at this point, I would have put another fuse into the engine. Now, I know at the start of the video, I said that I used 30 epics. You know me and math. We don't really click well together. After final calculations and you look at all the fuses I put into the BMWs, I spent 21 epics. So going back to what I was saying, this was the most expensive, least expensive final I've ever done. In terms of fuse material, I have never spent more epics on a final. I spent 12 epics for the Bugatti Chiron Sport, getting my Lotus Evora to 21 out of 24 fuses, or upgrades, so basically almost fully upgrading it. I've spent 15 epics on the HDI, on maxing out the Zonda, and I've spent 15 epics on trying to get the Jesko and maxing out the 959. I've never surpassed 15 until now, and I've surpassed it by quite some margin, hitting 21 epics, so most expensive in that regard, but it was my least expensive final because my bank account was very happy. I didn't spend a single penny on this. Obviously the gold I got was from saving up, and I use it on servicing and tickets, and I did open a little bit of carbon fibers. In fact, I opened in total I think 7 carbon fibers, every single one giving me an ultra rare. 7 in a sense where I opened 4 from the store, 1 from the tune-up, and then I won 2, 1 from the prelims and 1 from the qualifiers. Every single one gave me an ultra rare. So when you think about that, those 4 carbon fibers that I opened were about 6,000 gold-ish that I could have saved, because the cars that I got from those carbon fibers did not help me in the slightest. I've had all of these cars way before the finals, and this was really one of those finals where opening the packs could have helped, but if you've played this game for a very long time, it would help as well, because all these cars were in my garage way before the requirements were even given out. This is 806 days old. This, as you saw, is about 700 plus days old. The 640i X-Drive is 228 days old. The M5 is 306 days old, and this one was pulled in my 10 million pack opening, and it is 66 days old. So all these cars are relatively old, and really it's just it was an insane final, man. It was an insane final. Like I showed you at the start, my final tally was 150 wins to 116 losses, something like that. Absolutely ridiculous numbers. But yeah, these cars went through hell and back, and they got me a tier 3 position. Very, very nice. A ×2 carbon fiber to boot as well. Really, it was one hell of a final, man, because right now I'm going to go away from wishlisted, and we're just going to look at all the cars in general. So if you go into status, it was like you needed the best cars for this. You know, in my tier maker, I was talking about cars that would potentially give you a chance. My bracket was incredibly tough, man. Like legendary, Germany, and I want to go to manufacturer. I don't want to go to BMW. So the M850i was completely useless. Nobody in the top, like I want to say 15 in my bracket, was using this. No version of it upgraded. I couldn't use it. There was a potential where I could use 2 Gran Turismo. Honestly, I could have used 2 Gran Turismos, but then I wouldn't be able to use 2 M5s. And if I use all 4 of these, I would be using a very weak 5th car. So the other potential for my hand when I was at the beginning was actually using an M5 and an M850i and then 2 X drives. Now that potentially would have been a stronger hand if I maxed both of these, but why would you even want to upgrade one of these? This is a car that loses to ultra rare standards. You know the Legacy BW? It's gonna send this thing to Gapplebees, but I'm fine. I'm honestly fine with 2-starring this. Basically, when I told myself that I was gonna upgrade this 640i for the final, I told myself, all right, I basically made a deal with the devil at this point. I need to win the prize car. If I upgrade this and I win the prize car, then it's fine. The trade-off has been done. The transaction has been completed. But if I upgraded this and I didn't win the prize car, that would have been death. So I'm really happy I got it. I played a lot. I played non-stop for the last 6 hours. Had my top drives open on my screen for the entire night. It was absolutely insane. I risked my sleep schedule just for that one night alone. Still went to the gym on the same day, which was actually very surprising. I got surprised I had the energy to do that. But yeah, another thing I want to talk about is now let's go into
to the legendaries for Bentley. So manufacturer, and let's go to Bentley. Here's another one. I have the Bentley Continental GT number 9. This was an absolutely useless car to use as well. Did not touch it at all. As you can see, I still have it stock, and I'm pretty sure I only race this against bots and clubs. 17 races, 65% win ratio. Yikes. Yeah, not a very good car. I did not use any of the legendary Bentleys. Obviously, the 2 Bentegas were applicable. No. One day, if they make a final for that 640i, they're gonna make a final useful for specifically the legendary Bentegas, because obviously they can't just make a final for the Bentegas, because everyone will just use the Epic because it's better. The only way they would make this better is that they'll have to make requirements, and the track sets would have to be like ice or snow test bowl only, something like that. But yeah, that's another thing I want to touch upon. This final was incredibly evil. It was smart from Hutch, very, very smart, very cunning, you might say, but it was definitely evil, because obviously a lot of people gave this car a lot of stick because it got the biggest, all right, nerf in Top Drive's history. It got an 11-point grip deduction. It used to have 93 handling max, and now it's 82. There are so many Ultra Rares that are standard tires that handle better than the 640i. In fact, let me just show you that in comparison. So if I just go into drivetrain, tires and drive type, 4-wheel drive and standard, and I'm going to show you all my cars. I'm going to filter by handling, okay? And once again, my 640i has its handling maxed, okay? So let's go into filter, let's go into sort, sorry, and let's go into handling, and let's go descending, big to small. So obviously with the cars like the CT6 and the Lavorg and the Legacy BW, where is that BMW? This Stega handles better. Look, there's something isn't right here, okay? Like Hutch, there is absolutely no way that this BMW 640i handles worse than all of these cars. The Flex handles better. That thing is an SUV that weighs 2,000. Now, to be fair, the BMW is also a lanyard, okay? It handles worse than the Legacy, and the Legacy also got a nerf. It used to have like 86 handling or something. It handles worse than a Volkswagen Phaeton from 2014. It handles worse than a Subaru XT from 1985. It handles worse than a Dodge Caliber that's RQ42. And here we finally see it, okay? Like I said, it's a very heavy car coming in at 1,864 kgs, but come on. I know I'm like, look, I would have not made this video advocating for a better handling number on the 640i if I didn't upgrade it, but now I feel like I should, because I've, put in the resources. But seriously though, you have to think about it. The 640i xDrive Gran Turismo, does it really handle that bad? Is it really 82? You're telling me that it handles along the lines of a early 2000s X-Type, a concept. Is this even it looks like a concept, but I guess not, because it doesn't have the concept tag, but some fat, chunky Acura SUV. You're telling me that it doesn't handle as well as a Nissan Wingroad from the early 2000s? Or a mid-80s X. I don't know. I don't know. Sus handling definitely doesn't deserve to be legendary. So I can only see one or two options for that BMW. It's either gonna get a downgrade to Epic, or it's gonna stay legendary and Hutch is gonna boost its handling, or Hutch might do nothing, and that would be that. But yeah, what I want to say is that what was completely evil was, once again, we need to go back into legendary. Let's just look for the 640i. I'm just gonna put it in 640. Oh, it didn't show up. Here we go. 640. Look at wow, look at that. They're 2 Lamborghinis 640s. They made it. The track sets were made so that the Gran Turismo was a super key car. Now, I did a lot of testing, and the 640i xDrive Gran Turismo, like I said in the tier list maker, was the absolute best car to use. Out of every car that you could use in this final, with the requirements, this was the absolute best car to use, maxed on the city streets medium. It was second best on the city streets small. It was pretty good on the slalom. It was pretty good on the car park, but it was the absolute best car. If you had this thing max, it would have won you the city streets medium, okay? No matter what. That would have been a 100% win condition. And Hutch obviously knew that, because city streets medium was the only track set in this final that showed up 4 times, which meant that no matter what track set you get, there was gonna be a city streets medium, which meant if you had the 640i max, no matter what track set you would have gotten, you would have already gotten 1 free win condition if you had it maxed. You see what I mean? It was evil. Now, I upgraded my 640i X Drive just enough for it to beat some 2-star legendary SUVs, but mainly the Mulsanne and the M760. That was the main reasons why I had to 2-star this, because 1-star or 2 upgrades wasn't enough to beat the Mulsanne. It wasn't enough to beat the M760. I keep calling it Mulsanne, sorry, Flying Spur and the M760. So I just upgraded enough to be an epic killer, and that served enough for me. But yeah, it was absolutely evil to make this a key car, because I'll be honest with you, I will never touch this car again. But I already knew that when I was upgrading it. Like I said, I signed a deal with the devil. I knew that, you know, all the epics I was going to put into this were basically going to go away forever into a car that I'll never use again outside of the final. So I better win the prize car, and luckily I did. Last but not least, before I end up the video, but like I said, it was an absolutely amazing hand. It was an exhilarating final. I'm now left off with a very, very, very strong BMW garage. So that's one good thing to come out of the final. I'm left off with an incredibly strong BMW garage. I need to get rid of the 640i, no wonder. Yeah, because now I've basically gotten 2 new 2-star legendary BMWs that are legendary. A new maxed BMW Epic, and also at the start I was a bit confused. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the X3 M40i or the 750i, so I have a couple of upgrades in this one, and I'm most likely going to finish it off just for club's sake. Yeah, my BMW collection has gone up significantly because of this final, and I really don't have any regrets. I think that this BMW M5 would be an amazing car in my garage. It is now basically, you know, it's a 5-seater, it's a saloon. I'll use it a lot in clubs. I have been using it a lot actually, 313 races in 306 days, and I think 250 of those races came in this past weekend alone. So the BMW M5, I'm very happy upgrading these 2 cars, completely fine. This one stings, but not too much because I won the prize car. But yeah, I want to just end off with all the epics that I got rid of. I do remember them by heart, not all of them, but most of them. So let's just go through all the epics I missed. If you're interested to see what I fused away, no prize cars were fused away this time, y'all. Okay, no prize cars were fused away this time. So what were the epics I got rid of? I don't think I can remember all 21, but I will try my best to see if I can remember all 21 of them. So let's see what we got going. I got rid of the Countach 5000. 2, Firepower. 3, Yukon, got rid of that. So those are 3 I got rid of. TVR, got rid of that. So that's 4. Mercedes, 5 epics I got rid of. Anything else? I think I did keep, I kept all my emergers. I think I have all 3 of them still. I'll check that in a bit. X2, 6 epics gone. What else did I get rid of? Do I remember? XKR 75, I got rid of 1 of them, so that's 7. I also got rid of El Mirage, 8. Bentley Flying Spur, which I won from tier 1, so that's 9. This was in my fuse pile for the longest time. Really want to get rid of it, but it has silver screen, so it stayed. Trust me, it hurt keeping that. So yeah, I'm on 9 right now, right? I still need to remember like 11 more. Oh, 3 NASCARs. I got rid of 3 NASCARs. I had all 3, and I realized, you know what? They were useful for the Nevera finals. I'm probably never going to use them again. So that's 12. So that's 12. What else did I yeet from my garage? 12. I feel like I've missed some already, and if I did, I do apologize, but you wouldn't know if I missed them or not. 13 XKRS. I had 2, but now I only have 1, so that's 13 epics gone. What else did I yeet? 14 R34. I had 2, got rid of 1, so that's 14 gone. 14. Now we get to the hard stuff. Now we get to the hierarchy stuff. 15. I had 3 GT3 RSs, now I only have 2. Now, as you know, I love the 996, so I like to keep them around. 16, I got rid of the 575. Now, this is the thing. I've said so many times that the 575 is an absolutely amazing epic and has been used for so many finals, and it's true. It's an absolutely amazing epic. The main reason why I got rid of it is because, yes, it has been used. It has been a useful prize car in literally like 5 Tri-Series finals now, but for every single Tri-Series final where this was useful, I didn't max it out, and I didn't use it. So if I'm not going to use the 575 for the first 5 Tri-Series, I'm not going to use the 575 for the next 5. So I decided, you know what, I'm never going to upgrade and invest in that. I know it's useful, but I just knew that I was never going to touch it because I'm just too afraid that it will go down to low in a coming update. So we're on 15, so I need to find like 6 more that I fused away. 16, I got rid of a Vantage. I had 2, now I only have 1. So that brings us up to 16. What else did I get rid of? 16. Oh, 17, Donkavort D8, goodbye. I got rid of that one as well because I have better Donkavorts. I have 4 of the better Donkavorts, in fact. So that brings us up to 17. 18, Porsche 911 Carrera. I had 3, now I only have 2. That one was a tough one to get rid of. I didn't want to get rid of that. But yeah, that was 18. 19, W12 Roadster. I had 2, now I only have 1. 19, oh, I know the last 2. So 20 is my Evo. Yes, I fused away an Evo, Bunny. I'm sorry. where is it? This one. I had 3, okay? So I had 3, I got rid of 1, so there's 2 left, so that's 20. And the last one, I think I overshot. It was a Corvette. Yeah, Stingray. I had 2 of these, I got rid of 1, that's 21. So there you go, 21 epics. Gone. Rest in power to all of you, man. I respect that. But anyway, just wanted to give a nice little tribute to the epics that gave up their lives for this amazing prize car. They will be remembered because they will always, well, no, half of them will be remembered because I'm going to be using my M5 a lot. The M5 is definitely a car that has benefited from this. You know, like this one, I 2-star for the Apollo Finals. That's completely fine because I use the GTR all the time. I use it quite a lot, actually. Let me just show it to you. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to talk about this. 313 races, 88%. And this one I will be using a lot. So any epics that I put into this M5 and this M5, they will be remembered. But unfortunately, all the epics that lost their lives for the 640i X-Drive, I don't think they'll be remembered because they've gone into a car that I'll never use again. But anyway, absolutely chuffed that I won the 208 WRX. It feels good to win a very big prize car again. Obviously, I missed out on the Nevera. I missed out on the IDR. But I want you guys to remember this. I missed out on 2 absolutely huge prize cars, and yet here I am enjoying the game, loving my garage, and just playing it honestly. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people quit when they miss out a huge prize car, and I just want to let you know, if you're one of those people, it's okay. It's okay. This car will come back, and you will get it when it comes back. And that's what I tell myself with the Nevera and the IDR. It's okay if you miss out on it. It really is. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to win this. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and that was the journey. Blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look. Swing it side to side as we slow dance to the night. When